Number one fetus. There we go.
Number one fetus ever.
Number
one fetus.
Careful in that position. That's what got us here.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I have been meaning to sit down and do this pregnancy update for probably 3 weeks, but I keep putting it off, and I finally told myself, I don't care what time it is. It's very late at night, but I have my makeup on and my hair is done and clothes are on, so I'm going to do the update now. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant and I'm feeling good. I don't have a lot to complain about. I've had a really wonderful pregnancy up to this point. I'm really lucky that I've been healthy and the baby's been healthy. We had an ultrasound right at 29 weeks. It was so cool. We had to see his little face and see him yawn, and he was folded up like a little clam.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like double over. That's not looking as comfortable at all.
Don't be smiling.
Whoa.
Wow. We took Aiden with us to see his little brother, and Aiden was completely uninterested.
What do you think, Aiden? Pretty interesting, huh? Riveting stuff, huh, buddy?
No.
What is that? What you got there? Overwatch.
Aiden's sitting there playing on his phone. We're like, Aiden, this is your brother. You're seeing his face. And Aiden's like, nah. Well.
Are you excited to have a brother, or you don't really? Eh?
Yeah.
Not so much?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
No. It's like, not like he's here yet. He can't hear me. He doesn't understand what I'm saying. He's definitely in that teenager beginning stage where the reality of having his little brother here, it hasn't really quite hit him yet. But I know that as soon as Lyric gets here and he gets to see him in person and hold him, he's just gonna be like, oh my gosh. Cravings wise, my standard sort of thing across the board throughout this entire pregnancy has been a lot more sugars than I've ever been used to. I've never in my whole life had a sweet tooth. Like, I barely ever ate fruit even. I love vegetables, but I was more of a savory person. Like, I'd rather have vegetables and salt than sweet stuff. But this whole pregnancy throughout, I've just craved fruit. I want grapes, I want mango, I want apples, I want oranges, like anything that's just sweet. And then I also want like the not so good for me stuff like malasadas and ice cream and cookies. But I do my best to try to switch out my sweet cravings for the fruit stuff instead of the really bad cookies. My doctor is really happy about my weight gain. I was 27 weeks at my last doctor's appointment, and I had gained 9 pounds. And I honestly can't say it's because I've been doing anything particularly well or good for myself. I'm not doing a lot of exercising like I should, I know. But I am eating well, and I'm drinking a lot of water. Even my husband was like, you're not acting like all the movies that I've seen where women just, you know, want pickles and ice cream and just eat like all the time. And I don't eat very often, but I eat well when I do. Like for breakfast, I'll have eggs and toast. When I do eat bread, I eat this very amazing, yummy bread that I get from a very specialty bake shop. Because I do have a little bit of a gluten intolerance if it's not sourdough and if it's not like real legitimate bread. Like 3 ingredients, nothing else added to it, just straight up sourdough starter, flour, and water, and a little bit of salt. So like that's my go-to for as far as bread that I get from Bread Shop in Kaimuki, and it's amazing. So I do that, and then, you know, for lunch I'll have salmon with rice, or normal like a chicken with rice and some sort of vegetable stir-fried, and dinners and stuff, some sort of beans and rice and some sort of meat. And then I'll throw in a couple apples or fruit here and there, a couple cookies, a couple malasadas. Because the baby's pushing up on my stomach, I can't eat large amounts of food without feeling pretty nauseous. And just drinking a ton of water. I do have my occasional Diet Coke, which I know is really bad, but I didn't have any Diet Coke at all in my first trimester. I kept it out because it's basically like poison. I don't really drink anything other than my cup of coffee in the morning and then waters throughout the rest of the day. There. Oh, and I also like soda water, so I've been doing soda water with like a squeeze of lime. We moved into our new house, which is a godsend. It is so nice to be able to be settled in and start being able to nest and get things ready for the baby. What other lovely things have developed during pregnancy? I've always suffered from hyperpigmentation, at least like my skin on my face, just being ethnic and now getting older. Sun damage has like come to the surface. I'm going to be starting some different skincare regimens to see like how to get that taken care of. And I was already going to be taking care of it before I found out I was pregnant, but now that I am pregnant, I had to sort of steer away from the more chemical processes, but now I'm gonna look towards these natural options. The hyperpigmentation that I had, especially on my forehead and all over my like cheeks, has just gotten a little darker because that's sort of normal anyway. But I definitely had a ton of it before I was pregnant, so it doesn't really faze me. It's just kind of like, okay, there's it is, put some makeup on it. I've developed and grown a wonderful little growth on my face right here. It looks like some sort of like mole or wart or something, which is great. I'm gonna see about getting that frozen off, because I think that's the only way you can during pregnancy, because it's not a chemical treatment, it's just a freezing. See, it's my bedtime already. Whew. I've had a little bit of a sciatic nerve issues on my left side, which is the same thing that happened with Aiden. Actually, with Aiden, I couldn't lift my left leg for 2 days, I think. But I think that when my uterus expands, it sort of pushes back on that nerve. Just sort of dealing with that a little bit. It's just from normally just the transitioning from sitting to standing or from laying down to standing up. I kind of like hobble for a second and then I'm good. But I haven't lost my ability to walk with that leg yet, which is really nice. I think that I'm finally now at almost 31 weeks starting to actually look pregnant. It's been a source of actually me being kind of sad a little bit when people are like, you don't look pregnant. And I know that it's people trying to be really nice and being complimentary and trying to make me feel good. Part of me really wants to look pregnant, wants to be pregnant, wants people to be like, oh, you're pregnant, oh my gosh. And instead, because I'm already full figured, that people I don't think want to say anything because they're like, is she pregnant or is she just like a pear shape? I don't know. But I think finally people are like, okay, well, she's probably pregnant. I've had a lot of people just like offer to help me, like from carrying equipment and stuff, like, oh, can I help you? Can I help you? And I'm thinking maybe that's because I finally look pregnant, that people are like, okay, let me help this pregnant lady out. I did have a little bit of spotting in the last couple weeks. Nothing major at all, nothing bright red, but just some soft little beigey brown kind of spotting, which is partly, I think, due to the fact that we moved into this house and I was doing a lot of lifting, a lot of bending over, a lot of cleaning, like a lot of not taking it easy, just in my determination to get this house ready. Once that I saw that was kind of happening, I was getting a little crampy. I was like, okay, I need to sort of slow down and actually be pregnant and stop trying to do all these things and push my body too far. Baby's been kicking a lot to the point now where other people can feel him. He tends to play possum a little bit though. Like he'll be kicking, I'm like, oh, and then he'll call his dad in to come and feel. And then as soon as his dad puts his hand on my stomach, he just like, and then as soon as someone takes their hand off of my stomach too, he'll kick because he thinks, I think like when you push on him, he gets like, hey, what's happening? And then as soon as you take your hand off, he's like, oh, cool, I can move around again. Let me show you guys my little bump. Here, so see, I mean, I think 31 weeks or 30 and a half weeks, that ain't bad. There it is. So yeah. All down in there. Actually, I look really big in this one.
Oh,
Due date's May the 4th.
He's really proud of those feet, huh?
Loves his feet.
Loves them
but
so
not
much,
his face. He was just like almost hiding behind his foot.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe. I have so many fun videos I plan on doing for you guys. Pregnancy updates, birthing vlogs, when the baby gets here, tons of videos about baby stuff, day in the life of, fashion stuff, makeup, morning routines, bedtime routines, what we eat in a day, really fun DIY projects, decorating, and just kind of everything that I love to do. Tons of cooking. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.